everybody, it's Chris at Oak Street Garden Shop. Let's talk plants. So it's March 28th. I think I've told you before that our last average frost is April 15th. Today's March 28th. There are certain plants that it is still a little bit too early to plant. I'm going to talk to you about what you can do now, how you can handle plants that possibly go through a light frost, and what not to plant because it's still just a little bit too early. So the things that you can plant now, we've got quite a few actually. Van did these planters showcasing some that are available now that you can use. Red sorrel is a wonderful veggie that you can put in a planter along with lettuce, arugula, you know, all the greens you can plant now. There are certain plants that I've got all along the table right through here, and I'll just list them for you. Number one, we've got African daisies, osteospermum, wonderful cool season plant. It continues to bloom if you keep those blooms deadheaded. You all are familiar with geraniums. Geraniums handle our temperatures now. Remember, it's March 28th. We are not even to April yet. We are going to have some cool nights. We may not get a frost, we may. So it's one of those, that time period where we have to be careful. This is a fancy leaf geranium. The leaf on that has a little bit of color. There's another one right up here. Here's another geranium. Just really good plants for our area right now. Another one that will go into summer and is a great foliage plant is Dusty Miller. We have silver dust, which you might be familiar with, and then there's one called Cirrus, which I really love. It's got a not as cut a leaf as the silver dust. Really great for that silver foliage, and it handles our heat as well down the road. We've got verbena. This is one of my favorite dianthus. I kind of am a sucker for orange. Some people don't like orange. I really love it. This is a really clear color, and it's going to bloom soon. Other things are alyssum. You'll see petunias, really tough plants right now. Lots of different colors, yellows, purples, pink. And then when you combine something like the bacopa right here, you see the difference in the size of the bloom. It really makes a great, great planting. Add a little bit of Dusty Miller, maybe a little bit of alyssum, some verbena, another good plant for our time frame at this point. What you don't want to plant right now, and a lot of people are coming in and saying, I want my impatiens, I want my zinnias, all the real plants that love heat. I kind of liken it to, like in the early summer, late spring, you want to go swimming, right? It's really warm, the air's warm, but you poke your toe in the water and it's cold. Well, think about these plants going into the soil where the air is warm, but the soil is still not warm enough for their roots. That's kind of what we're looking at. So we're going to tell you when it's time to plant things. We want you to be successful with your plants. So, you know, these are the things that you can do now. You can even do some of the tropical ferns, like the Kimberly Queen ferns right back here. As long as you watch that weather, if we get a frost, throw a sheet over them. Poppies are still going strong. You can do a lettuce garden with the sorrel that I just mentioned. We've got arugula, great plants to use in the late spring. So we've got a lot of stuff for you. Thanks for talking plants with us. We'll see you soon.